If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Hello and welcome to the TNT Special Events Series here at Pocono. This is Slow-cono on the National Racing Network. I'm Ben Carswell. I'm going to be doing play-by-play tonight. We have Connor Baldwin behind us on production, and we are going to be popping in and out of different drivers throughout the race for a little bit of color commentary. Alright, let's learn a little bit about where we are going to be tonight. We are at Pocono Raceway. It's a 2.5-mile oval or triangle, whatever you want to call it, in the western part of Pennsylvania. The laps here are very, very long. We've been seeing times over 1:10 in every single car class. We are going to see the Global MX-5 Mazda, the Volkswagen Jetta TDI, the Pontiac Solstice, and the Formula V car as well. 4 very different classes of cars, all going around a massive racetrack. They are going to be wide open for almost the entire lap. We are finishing up practice here as we speak. The drivers will begin setting their qualifying laps very soon. That is what you can expect to see tonight. after an hour of open practice, we have leaders for each class. Adrian Johansson is the fastest Jetta on the track. His best lap is a 109.8. Jose Godinho is the fastest Mazda on the track. Best time of 1 minute 10.2. Those two car classes are going to be close all night long. And way down the ticking order is Wes Shire, the fastest Solstice on track. His fastest lap of the open practice session was the 113.4. You only have one Formula V time registered, and it is quite a ways behind. This is one of the largest front stretches of any oval track in the United States. The front stretch is almost a mile long. There are 3 corners on this track. Each one is completely unique, is unique to the next, and is designed after an existing raceway. Turn 1 is designed after Trenton Speedway, a mile racetrack on the East Coast. Turn 2 is designed after Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the pagoda, the home of racing in America. It is a very low banked corner, but very tight. And turn 3 is a copycat of one of the corners from the Milwaukee Mile, a flat 6-degree banked track in Milwaukee. The drivers are running fixed setups today, but it is going to be difficult to master all 3 corners. All 3 require different lines, different approaches. There's a reason they call this track the Tricky Triangle. Qualifying session has started. Drivers are good to go. We are waiting for our first car now. When we get one, you will see it. Alrighty, we're going to see if we can get one of our drivers into the booth here to see what they're going to be dealing with during the race here. Patrick Byrne, welcome on into the booth, man. How you doing?
I'm all right. Just trying to qualify. Sliding up in turn 1.
Oh, they call it the Tricky Triangle for a reason. What are you looking for tonight? What's your approach going to be?
I'm gonna try not to die. I've got some music playing, keep myself entertained. I mean, it's gonna be a very, very slow race. I mean, I know they call it the Tricky Triangle, but it's not very tricky in these cars. But it's gonna be a nice big pack of Solstices. We've got a bunch of them here, so I'm excited. They've been racing kind of like the old Indy cars did in like 2012, 2013, which is pretty cool.
Alrighty, so it's going to be a drafting race. Are you ready to throw some big blocks, some big swerves? What are we looking for here? Bump drafting?
Oh, absolutely. You're gonna see all of that. Actually, I've got my own block. We've all nicknamed it the Bizzle. Um, so you're gonna see lots of those. Probably as we get towards the end of the race, you'll see me throwing lots of Bizzles. There's plenty of room to make a block here. About 7 lanes worth down the front stretch, and you can use just about all of them.
Well, I look forward to seeing it personally, and we'll see if we can see the highlights of them and the replays as you cause destruction on this race here.
Yeah, I plan if I get ricked out early, I plan on just blocking all the Miatas and Jettas. Just make it real interesting. Be a big rolling chicane.
So the Solstices are about 2 to 3, 4 seconds behind the Jettas and the Mazdas on a lap time. Do you guys think that the draft is going to be enough to keep you up there, or is it going to be just a Solstice pack race?
No, it's just gonna be solstices. We can hang with them for about a lap, but they do start to pull away. I'm interested to see how the Miatas and Jettas do together because they're running about the same lap times.
Well, the fastest car on track right now is a Jetta. So I look forward to seeing this. And I'm thankful that I get to not be in the chaos because it looks
Oh,
scary.
it's gonna be a fun one.
All right, that was Patrick Byrne. He's gonna be out there in the solstices trying to keep it alive, along with a couple of other drivers. So currently we have our fastest driver in the Miata class. It is Derek Love. (1:11:17). Our fastest driver in the Solstice class is Cody Claiborne, who is about 3 seconds on the dot slower. Give you an idea of the gap. And these are not fast cars, so 3 seconds is going to look quite a bit bigger than you would expect it to. Alrighty, qualifying session has ended here at Pocono. One of the fun parts of multi-class racing is that they grid by class, not overall time. So you're going to see the Mazdas all starting up front. Derek Love, your de facto pole sitter. Andrew Marquez going to be on the front row with him. You can see there all Mazdas gridded up ahead of the Volkswagens. That is a bright selection of paints, folks. I don't think you're going to see anything more vivid than that. You see the start of the solstices. A lot of solstices, folks. There's going to be a nice big pack of those. And there you see the pencil of the lot, the underdog, the skinny one. It's the Formula Vs. I really can't stress, folks, how massive the Jettas are in comparison to those Formula Vs. The Jettas are the same size as any Jetta you'd see out and about. And those Vs are very, very small. So it's going to be very interesting to see any of those collide. The V can act sort of like a launching pad at times. It's got that wedge shape to it, and it can get a car up and over. If someone is going slow or spinning out, if they get hit by a V, that might flip them over. Alrighty, we are pulling out for our formation lap. This is going to be a little bit tricky to get set up. Alrighty, good thing they have 2.5 miles to get this figured out. You can see there, turn one, the highest banking of any turn here. Onto another massive straightaway. And they're going to be stuck behind that pace car trying to get all sorted out together. We're still waiting on Jason Owens to get out and go. He is running out of time here. As we come around to the front stretch. Alrighty, folks, here we go. It is a green flag here at Pocono as they go across the line. Alrighty, Coda DeMeg leads him down through the front straightaway. That's about how long a lap here is, folks, and it is a long, long while. Ooh, Dakota DeMeg taking the air off of RJ there. Those two Miatas are out front. They started out front and they're staying out front. You can see a whole pack of Jettas behind them. Hooked up in a line, and you can see the Solstices forming their own pack about 2 seconds back. Correction, they are almost 4 seconds back now. Quite a ways back the field. That is going to turn into its own separate race. This is going to be pack racing at the slower speeds. It'll take a lot of planning and patience, and I know some of these guys, and patience is not in abundance, folks. It is not out there. As they go down that massive front stretch. It looks like 5 wide to me. You're going to have to figure that out before they get into turn 1. You do not want to be squeezed out of line here. That is tight. You heard Patrick Byrne talk about sliding up the turns a bit. Even though they're flat out through here, they are still sliding around. They're still driving the cars. Steering is not as easy, especially when you get all that air and you're getting in the draft behind other cars. You're going faster than those cars are really designed to go. Right, here we are, Isidro out in front of the Solstice class. You can see James Watson behind him in his extremely bright scheme. Watson, of course, is the head of Team Watson Racing. If you ever see one of those paint schemes, that is one of his guys. They all run that, so you know to stay far, far away. So they are side by side. They're going to make this 3 wide down the front stretch. There's Cody Claiborne trying to get in the middle of it there. Cedric got going to get a run off this top side. You get a lot of momentum coming off of this top line. Especially in these cars where you're not having to worry about slowing down to make the corner, you're going to get a big run off the top. You see a Formula V getting flown by. Those things are topping out at 99 miles an hour here. See how this goes? It's like a small child in the way of a cycling race. That is terrifying to be in one of those V's in that situation. They are side by side. Johansson and Wallet are battling it out. A little early for that, but hey, racers are going to race. Ooh, they are tight going in there. You can see the lines swaying, going apart and together. They're all trying to stay apart from one another. Ooh, big wiggle there. That looks scary. These guys are bump drafting, so any sort of wheel that goes a tiny bit wrong can really screw up your momentum and the car in front of you. Those back wheels lifted off the ground. It can be very dangerous. Seeing a lot of wiggle in there. Is RJ Hepke. He is trying to get a run on Jason Wallet or to get close enough to push him. The thing you can see is that size difference there. Those Jettas are really big. That is an MX-5. That is a Mazda Miata there. And you can see just how tall that Jetta is and how unwieldy it looks. They look... The action is getting tight up here. Alrighty, RJ, how's it going over there? You look like you're in a pretty heated up race.
Yeah. It's doing fine.
Are you
Nothing
trying
really
to
report on.
you trying to give Jason Wallet a push, or are you trying to get by him?
No, I'm just trying to stay behind him.
All right, how's it feel doing the bump drafting out here? Because it looks like it's getting a little pushing is pretty clear coming through the screen.
Yeah. I've just tried it a couple of times just to see how it is. Cars seem to be going straight, so it's working.
It's open season on bump drafting then, huh?
Yep.
So when you're going, what have you seen for the differences between the Jetta and the Mazda? Are we faster in the corners, faster on the straights, or is it just the exact same?
I'd say that they're about the same.
Do you see any advantage to being in the Mazda at all, or is it just...
Nah, I really don't see an advantage of being in either.
He's the one right there in that pink Miata trying to just stay cool and stay calm behind Jason Wallet. It's going to look like this for a while. They're just trying not to wreck right now. We see this in a lot. Any drafting track, you'll see it on the ovals in Indy. You'll see it at the big tracks in NASCAR. They stay calm for that first part of the race. You know that they want to get their laps in and get through the first half, because making moves right now is not going to win you the race, because you're always going to be within catching distance of somebody. Is the only Mazda up there on that front row. Looks like an all Jetta front row there apart from him. But they seem to have a little bit more speed. Of course, our fastest car was a Jetta. A couple of tenths. So we're going to see if they can keep hold. But you can see a group of the Miatas sort of falling back there a little bit as those Jettas get sucked up behind them. Those things are punching it. Ooh! Big wreck, big slide. That is half of the Jettas, and that is a lot of damage to have. Huge wreck coming out of the tunnel. Here we go to replay, we're going to see this. Evan Smalley, ooh, he just came up the track. Nowhere to go there. That is it. Ooh. Oh, that is a hard hit right there. can see Smalley here. This goes up the track, and Kresge has nowhere to go. It looked like he got a bit of an ambitious bump draft there from one of the Mazdas. But, oh man, that is a tough break. Alrighty, we are coming back live here. Jason Wallet is still leading the field in the Jetta. You can see the tiny little adorable Formula Vs there doing their best to keep up and not doing that well at it. Big slide up the track. Evan, welcome to the booth. What happened there, man?
I think somebody went wide, slid wide, and chaos ensued.
It looked like that. It looked like we saw a bit of an ambitious bump draft there in the corner. We know you can't do that in the corners. Did you see anything about it causing it, or did you just see a car come sliding up?
I think it was just a slide up. I think it was maybe Adrian into Chris and I. Hey, but this is the pack. Hey, I was worried I'd be stuck all alone, so I'll be a lap down, but at least I'll have friends.
I see that you guys came out right into the pack, so are you going to try and go get a lap back, or are you just going to hang out and run around a little bit?
Yeah, probably vengeance is mine, right? No, I don't know. I don't think there's go get a lap back at this point, right? It's a lot of tenths of seconds unless I start going taking people out.
Well, listen, we would be happy to see you get your Dale Jr. on and get a tandem going and start pushing your way around this track.
I would too. I think physics are working against us, though.
Yeah, that might be true. Listen, that was Kevin Smalley, folks. He got caught up in that big wreck there. We saw a few laps ago. These guys came out of the pits right into the lead pack, so they're hanging out there. You can see here our Solstice pack. They're going by the V's. You heard Patrick Byrne say this was going to be a pack race all race long, and it was going to be the Solstices in their own little world, and that is exactly what you see here. Nicholas Isidro is still leading the pack. He stayed out there ahead of Cody Claiborne and Tyler Ziegler. And it looks like Claiborne's going to try. Oh, are they going to try and go 3 wide into this corner? Yes, they are. Who's going to make it out ahead? It looks like Claiborne has the tiniest of advantages. There's still 3 wide going down the back. That is why slow cars are fun to drive. You can get alongside each other like this, and there's no aero. There's no worries about aero pushing, going wide in the turns and following. You can just go side by side and thrash these things around. That is exactly what they are doing. Isidro managed to get himself back out into the lead. I've raced against him before. Once he gets out front, he is tough to get by. He's going to try and stay out front the whole time. And I would not be surprised if he could do it. We're going down a little low there under James Watson. Patrick Byrne, instead of going across him, he went under him. That is the first time I've seen that one happen. See if Claiborne can get a run down the inside here through turn 1. The banking here is a little weird into turn 1. You get a bit of a better run if you run the second lane up. Oh, it looks like Claiborne might clear him coming up the corner. Can he get the slide job done? He's going to stay down low. I don't think he cleared him. Yep, you see Isidro got that big run off the top side there. There goes Ziegler underneath. They go here through. Isidro's really figured out how to control the pack and how to stay out front, what his best lines are. And what he's doing is forcing those guys to run the slower lines and try to get around him, and it's going to be really difficult. A replay here, folks. It looks like we have a little incident. Evan Smalley. Ooh, we got contact with the Jettas. Ooh, that is bad. Ooh, very hard hit there for Smalley. Second and only a few laps. Saw some sneak through there. Just in the nick of time, missing those two spinning Jettas. Alright, let's see if we can get a better look. This is our onboard with Smalley here. See what happens. He's going. We just come together. Look how close he got to that Jetta. And ooh, that is a hard hit. And that would be the sound of the engine going out there. It's not the sound he wanted to hear. Got Colin Johnston out front of the whole pack right now. See him in that very brightly colored Jetta. He has RJ Hedke all underneath him. Oh, very close there. Very close to making contact. That is a real close call right there for those guys. See Andrew Marquez coming along the top side. He's trying to get a run. He's pushing him there. Ooh, can RJ make a run through the tunnel turn here? Whoa, Marquez went high. Ooh, it looked like he lost a lot of grip there being behind Colin Johnston. Keep Dakota DeMeg right behind him in that green Mazda. Tight racing, when you're flat out like this, it's really hard to gain an advantage. You need to really maximize your angles into the corner, your draft. What you can see happening right there. We're pushing real hard. That's going to do advantage. Got ourselves our big movers of the race. Our hard chargers. Cleary is up 9 spots. Johnston up 7. He's your leader right now as they come up on a slower Formula V car. Saw Johnston have a little bit of issues going wide and having trouble getting around earlier in the race, but he's recovered nicely. He's controlling the field right now like we saw Cedro doing at the Solstice class, as they're going to go to the outside of that slow V car. Oh, he doesn't have an engine issue. That's just how fast he is. You're going around a flat bank turn like that. The inside is the fastest line. There's no progressive banking here. No change in grip or surface like they have out in turn 2. You just want to get to the inside and stay as close to that curb as you possibly can. And that is exactly what Colin Johnston is doing. You can see the Miatas there, trying to get a run, trying to get some aero going there behind their leader. You see the two Jettas trying to run that outside line. I don't know that that's the line I'd be running. It's a real dangerous line to run. Get out by the wall like that, it is any small error, any push, any loss of that air, you can go right into that wall and get yourself some damage. You lose one of these very vital wing mirrors they have here in the Jetta. Whoa, the Solstices are wide out on that track. You see a Jetta stuck behind a V. He's trying to catch up there. Oh, that was a move by the Jetta. Cedro looks like he might be losing this position here. Patrick Byrne is really getting to the inside of him here. Again, Patrick Byrne's not getting to the outside. He's not getting that run. And Cedro is just not letting anyone get in front of him and clear him completely. Going to take a big block, or as they call it here, a big bizzle, for him to really get up there and slam the door on a Cedro. He's going to have to do it in the corner. And that is what a bizzle is right there. Ooh, they got together. Ooh, a little bit of contact there. They are not wasting time. 15 laps in for them, and they are not wasting any time now. They are getting ready to race. Patrick Byrne lost a few spots there. You saw him drop back in the back. You saw Cedro do. He just dropped down there, cut off any chance of a run, forced those guys to back off. Claiborne has been trying for a while now to get past him. He's finally got that outside line. This might be his chance to really get the run on him coming down this long straightaway between 1 and 2. See if he can do it here. You see some other Jettas and Vs in the back there. He goes into the corner and he's pushing out wide. Ooh, big run for Cedro there. Ooh. West Shire goes into Patrick Byrne and they're crashing over each other. Oh my lord, and that is a wrecked race car right there. Oh my word. It looked like they got a little loose and slid up into each other. Let's see if we can get a replay here. Here we go. Let's see what happened here. He slides up the track. It's contact with... Ooh. Oh my lord, have mercy. Here is your crinkled hood sponsor of the day. Oh my gosh. Go back into the slowest class. Oh, and they're coming to the pit road. Alrighty, that is Cody Claiborne and Nicholas Cedro. It's all James Watson and Jason Murray coming in behind them along with Gary DeMoss. This is their fuel stop right here. This isn't a real big tire race. This is all fuel. They are 17 laps in. We're going to see what those guys can do. Alrighty, we got 21 minutes worth of racing. They got one more stop to make. So, do you short pit? Do you try to gain some sort of advantage and alongside the Jettas and get a big draft going maybe? That might be the way if you can time that out correctly. We're going to have one more stop to make, not for full fuel, but just for a splash to make it to the end. Something else to consider is that if you're Nicholas Cedro and you're running out in cold in the open air like that, you're going to be pushing, knocking all the air out of the way for these guys. You can see James Watson there is slow to get off pit road. He might lose the pack here. Which is not what you want to do at one of these races. You see Claiborne beating a Cedro off pit road. Now he's going to have to keep him behind him. You're going to see some blocking here, and you're going to see some very aggressive moves. Here we go. We got some Mazdas coming into the pit lane. There you see RJ Hetke. Behind him, you can see Andrew Marquez and Dakota DeMeg. They are a tiny bit faster than those Jettas. They ran about 19 laps, so should see them pit one more time. I have our fuel strategy guy take a look at that. I haven't seen those Jettas pit yet. Of course, you know you can't really rely on fuel information from a Volkswagen, so hopefully they got their numbers correctly, but see what they can do. You can see those cars. These pit stops take a long time, and it's really important to time them. Come in packs like this and be able to get out, get the advantage of that draft, get the advantage of having a hole punched in the air in front of you, be able to push. You see, there goes one car. A little bit of a shorter pit stop. He might be able to try and catch one of these cars that's coming down the front stretch. Out in front of the pack, get a bit of a boost. See if he can lose his competitors. Wow, very quick stop for Andrew Marquez. He got a big jump there. Question is, can he hold it? Big discrepancy in those pit stops. Marquez, 41 seconds. DeMeg, 47, Hetke 55. This is our won or lost on pit road, and you saw Marquez get a big advantage there. Big time. And there you can see the leader of the Mazda pack, who has still not come in yet. Oh no! Looks like Kevin Smalley had a slight incident. I'm not sure what that is. Did he run out of fuel? Is he having issues? Does he need a tow back to pit lane? What is going on? That is peculiar. His brake lights are on. Oh, big spin and hard hit to the wall. That is Tyler Ziegler. One of our replays here. That happened a little tiny bit ago. That is big damage. It shouldn't affect him too bad if he doesn't have any wheel damage. The car looks like it's running pretty true. Colin Johnston is still in the lead of this race. He's getting past a lap car here. That looks like Adrian Johansson. These pit stops have really spaced the field out, so it's going to be all about this next pit stop. Who can game the strategy and who can get a big run. See one of our tiny little petite Formula Vs. Big dive to the inside there. You'll see that if you watch those two NASCAR races we had last weekend. They do that to try and avoid the side draft that comes with being on these big long straightaways. Get out there all the way 7 lanes down. Ooh, those two close. And there's Isidro. He's got back out in front. He's got to that high side again. Claiborne cannot get by him and cannot stay in front of him. He's gonna get a run here. Turn 3, that's a big run. Harry DeMoss is all over the back of Isidro. Can he get a move weight on him? Let's see. Oh, there's Isidro. He's got the draft. He's gonna look to the inside of Cody Claiborne. He's edging ahead there. Can he get him? He's got help there. He's got help from Gary DeMoss. Claiborne is going real high. I really don't know that that's the line I would want to take around there, because you are running so much longer of a corner. There you go. Isidro sliding back up in front. And they're going to straighten themselves out there. Alrighty. We're on board Gary DeMoss here. We are going to pop in. We're going to listen to what the slowest drivers are talking about.
Pretty good. Yeah, been better.
I'm a little pissed off, but we're pretty
Oh, here
good.
they come. Here comes a singular Jetta and a singular Mazda.
Half the field got Tylered.
Yeah, we saw that. It was a big move there. We're on board with Gary DeMoss right now, watching what's going on. It looks like Nicholas and Cody are having a heck of a race. Yeah, Patrick, what happened there? We saw you have a little bit of contact and someone jumped the race car.
So it looked like Tyler and Wes got into it, and I was looking over trying to avoid Wes getting hard on the brakes, but I should have just stayed into it because he came down and doored me. No fault of his own.
I thought I was up on the wall, and I apparently wasn't from what they said. Not even close.
Dude, if you put the beer down and close one eye, you'll be able to see the wall a little better.
It sounds like you're speaking from experience.
I've been hit in the head with a large, heavy object.
Are we still on the broadcast?
Yep, I
Hi, Debbie.
apparently.
Hi, Debbie.
It's a good Debbie, not your son.
Hey, if you guys want to see a bizzle, I'm about to bizzle a Miata in a Solstice.
Oh, let's see if our production.
Oh, I am.
That's like a threat.
Yeah, you guys might want a hot shoe replay of that one.
Here you can see our exterior TV shot of the Cedro. These are the leading parts of the leading cars in the Solstice class, not the guys who are running at the back.
And Wes.
Hi, I'm Wes.
Stupid decisions. I think I crashed and compounded it.
See, folks, this is what good racing looks like right here. You can see there's no bizzling. See that this is clean, respectful.
I'm about to bizzle the entire pack of cars coming up on me. There's a couple Jettas, a couple Miatas, and I'm gonna screw all of them.
Here's Patrick Byrne. Let's see what he can do here. You got 3 Jettas and 2 Mazdas coming up. Patrick, do you want a spotter? Whoa, look at that! Look at that. That guy is. Oh my lord. Like he almost lost it there, and it appears they're just going to go around him with no issue at all. And there you go. There is Colin Johnston in the lead of the race.
Yeah, James, you're gonna catch me now. I bitched out of it and I smashed on the brakes.
Oh, no bizzling today?
Trying to catch up.
Yes, my apologies. No, I didn't feel like pissing those guys off. Cullen's leading that pack, and he's a good friend of mine, so I don't want to make him mad.
Cullen needs better friends.
I'm so glad we hopped in here. I don't know what we would have done without you guys.
Oh, we're a fun bunch of dudes. What can I say?
You can see there our lead pack passing some Formula Vs. Interesting that
Watson
these...
got awful quiet.
James, can you hear us in there?
Yep.
How's it going?
Terrible because Pocono can't get its stupid pit boxes right.
What do you want to expound on that? Maybe give us a little bit of elaboration.
I had to pull into my pit box and read like because they kept saying I was too far right when I was in the stupid box, and that ruined my race.
Well, we saw that. We were covering your stops live, and I said, I don't know what's going on here, because he didn't spin, he didn't have any noticeable issues, and you just came out a few seconds behind. Lost the draft there. That's a real shame.
Yep, kept saying I too far right, even though I was in the box. So yeah, got screwed over because iRacing sucks.
Well, thanks for that, James. That's good to add some information, some background information to what we saw here in the broadcast. You can see a heated battle for the lead here in the Solstice class. Cedro has been out front all race, and
Hi, Debbie.
oh my,
Mazda.
oh, what's going on there?
I've won.
Wow, that was something else. It looked like a wow. That was.
Looks
you
like
guys,
a
you guys
Pocono
should
to
race
me.
like that all the time. That was great. How long do you guys think you can go 4 wide for?
Depends if Tyler or Debbie are in the mix.
Alrighty, we got some faster classes coming up on here. If you've ever watched sports car racing or multi-class racing, you know this is one of the most exciting times. Let's see if anybody throws a big dive bomb in here.
James, did I scare you there?
Through.
Yeah, I almost destroyed the V leader because of you.
You can destroy Chad if you want. I'm sure he won't mind.
Yeah, I keep passing all the V's in the left.
Mazda.
As long as you had a good start, Chad won't mind.
Oh, don't do that. Chad's in that little petite Formula V.
Yeah, I want to murder it.
Oh, big wreck. That is Cody Claiborne. It looked like he made contact with Gary DeMoss.
Yeah,
That
Woohoo!
slide around
enough.
beside him.
Resistance!
What happened there? Let's see a replay. Do we have any
someone?
insight here?
Check my replay.
Ooh.
Was coming up on me, but I had someone to my right, so I couldn't move. I think I had someone to my right.
Did Claiborne have to go?
Oh, yeah, he was on my left, and he started drifting up into me,
See.
and I couldn't really move. I don't think I could move. It showed me that there was a car to my right.
That looked like Jason Murray, Wes, and I believe Cody Claiborne. So that's 3 of your solstices right there. They're starting to get a little more spread out here. Isidro is starting to gap the field a bit. Guys, I thought this was going to be a pack race. He's got a 2.5 lead on Gary.
Oh yeah, I just had to let up. I'll get him. Give me like 3 laps in the slowest.
All right, you heard it here, folks. We're going to check back in 3 laps for one of the most exciting races.
Hey,
you'll ever
Jason,
see.
you mind
Maybe
giving me
4
a
or
push
5.
here? My engine's blow.
Sorry, I was already up beside you.
It's crashed again.
And my car won't turn right, so I couldn't get back over.
All right, let's take a look here. That's some Miatas racing.
This guy's big. I can't.
Oh, we got a crash. Let's see what happened here. This is what's called a Tyler, folks. We're going to see what happened. Oh, hit the wall. I think that's the second time that's happened. Hard into the outside wall. Oh, and there's a blown engine, I think. Tyler, is that a blown engine?
I don't know if the engine is still in.
That looks pretty bad. You can see here in our Formula V class.
The Chevyak.
I'm not sure what they're doing here. It appears they're using the whole track. Guys, have you seen the Vs using the whole track? Wes, do you want to fill us in here?
Yeah, I got murdered on the front straight, and then my engine blow on the back straight. That's about it.
That's racing.
You bookended your lap.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Couldn't
Chris.
even
I'm
go
driving
back.
one-handed.
You can see there, Wes is so close to pit road. So close.
Yeah, can't even limp it back on the starter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alrighty, here you can see this is your battle for the lead in the Miatas. Much more interesting. They're not crashing over here. Oh. Yeah.
A lot more.
It's interesting. They're giving each other room, not throwing humongous blocks.
Not diving into walls and other cars.
Same wall twice in a row.
James, would you like to pass me?
No, I want to draft with you.
Oh, big slide up. Oh, my lord. Which car was
Going into that wall in practice, too.
Oh my.
Wah.
There we go. We had a technical glitch thanks to our producer. He fixed it though. Back live now. There you go. There's Andrew Marquez.
James, pass me.
No, I need to draft with you.
Pass me!
You better bump draft me. I need all the help I can get.
Yeah, this is great. Oh, contact in the Jettas. They saved it though. It's driving talent right there. That's interesting.
That's interesting. What, were you not expecting that?
I don't know, just based on what I've seen tonight, it seems a lot of saving it going on.
Well, half of us have had like a 6-pack and a half so far.
Just a
Speaking of
PSA to the kids out there, don't drink and drive. That is not good. Don't do that here. That's easy.
But
Yes,
I don't drink, so.
Don't do it in a real car. It's bad.
It's not recommended.
Yeah, let this be a warning. There's your Formula V leader. Look at it. Isn't it so tiny and cute? Look at it. Is Thor too low? He's 8 laps down. Oh. Oh
Hi,
no,
Kevin.
okay. I keep thinking he's having some sort of engine problem, and it's just that's how slow it is.
That is the engine problem.
Yeah,
not
enough
more
The
engine.
engine problem is it's small. SMOL.
Oh, look,
Small.
oh, just behind Thor, you can see James Watson and Patrick Byrne. Let's see if they do anything crazy.
I'm gonna pass him on the left.
Oh, there they are, folks. You can see that. I know you're blinded temporarily. That is James Watson's car. Ooh, they're making contact there. Let's see if they can make it past the V safely. Patrick, what's going on there?
I said I was gonna pass him on the left.
I really don't think you need to do that.
I said I was gonna do it. I was gonna do it.
I said I was gonna move to Europe. I was gonna get it. It's not. You don't have to do it.
Not a
No.
chance.
No, we shouldn't.
No.
Yeah, I'm
This
good.
crew chief didn't do his job right.
No more pitting, huh? Oh, that's a shame.
No,
6, you crashed.
I just need something to happen to Nicholas and Gary so I can finally get that special event win and honor the meme. Honor
Next time
him.
they have him with Nicholas,
How
I'll
much
get
you
my
want to pay
second.
me?
James, you don't have a special events win?
No, I keep getting hosed.
How many do
couldn't
I
be
have
me,
now?
man.
I have 3 now?
Shut up, Pat. No one wants to hear it.
Yeah, that's crazy because I think I've done 2 special events and I have a win.
Ooh.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh,
Interesting.
James, what is your I rating on Dirt Road?
Just under 6,000.
Gotcha,
And
gotcha.
no.
And no special event win.
Interesting.
Well, if I hadn't gotten screwed over by David Brenner in both races I ran against him in Skippy Cross, that might have been a different story.
James, didn't you win the overall Jumpy Truck Championship?
I won the last 2 overall Jumpy Jump Trip Pro 2 Light.
James, are you sure it's not you with a traumatic head injury?
What are you talking? Jumpy Jump Truck is the meme. for
Jumpy
stuff
jump truck.
Jumpy
outside.
jump, 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 jump.
Exactly.
Jump.
I always thought it was only one Jumpy.
No.
Chevy Solero.
There's one jumpy,
is
then
making
2
moves.
jumps.
Yeah.
I tried that in my class.
Ah.
James,
As
what's
opposed to
victory worth to you?
jumpy
Nicholas
dump
and
truck.
Gary are less than 2 seconds behind me.
It means quite a bit, especially if I can get another monkey off my back and win in a series I keep getting screwed over in, like I did last night.
Hey, James,
heard
could
it
you
here,
stop
folks.
blocking me?
Oh, I'm not bizzling. You know when I bizzle.
Folks, you heard it here. This is, to James Watson, what the Daytona 500 was to Dale Earnhardt. This is the crown jewel of his racing career. Solstice class at Pocono.
Solstice, I'm driving a Chevy
See-
Solero.
See, Ben, you're exaggerating, but the sad thing is only a little bit. That's what's sad about it. It's only a little bit of an exaggeration.
I don't know if it's a little bit of one. I think it's not at all one at all, actually. It's pretty true.
Exactly.
I saw your burnout last night. For those who don't know, you can also catch the TNT All Oval Indy Pro here on National Racing. Marco, do we have a
Leader crash.
Beat me.
big crash? Folks, Nicholas Isidro has crashed. What happened?
I have
Let's
no
check it out
idea.
here in the replay. Oh, he hit the wall and spun out. And then hit the inside wall. Oof.
My God, and Gary's all by himself, and I have drafting help. Let's go! Let's go!
No, Gary's drafting me.
All I can see is a Teletubby baby
this is Gary
now.
DeMoss. He is behind Isidro. You see, he just hits the wall, and that threw the whole car off, and he goes spinning down straight between 2 and 3. Oh no!
But I messed up turn 1 that lap and wasn't next to him.
Folks, this is your leader in the Solstice, Gary DeMoss. Wow.
Good evening.
Gary, tell us how it feels to be the leader right now.
I mean, it's a bit nerve-wracking knowing that James and the Bizzle are trying to come up from behind.
Well, he's 16 seconds behind.
Oh, I didn't see that. So yeah, that's good then. They're not that fast.
So close.
James, I'll try seriously to get you, but no
I
problem.
might get my second special events win before James gets his first.
Ooh. James, how does that make you feel?
Angry.
Angry. That is the leader of the TDI class, not just the TDI class. Overall, Colin Johnston has been out front since the pit stops, I believe.
No, Rick's been up front.
Was Rick up front?
Yep.
Well, Colin's up there now.
Yeah, Rick's been he's pushing real bad lately, so Colin was able to get around him.
Oh, Cleary. That was terrible. Sorry, Chris. Graham, that was... came on your network and made that joke. I'm sorry.
I mean, at least you haven't broken into song like I have several broadcasts.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch those broadcasts anymore.
Thank you. Not a high. That's not very high.
It's not a great compliment.
Y'all leave PT alone.
The low standard.
Oh! Hello!
Big moves being made here at the front of the pack. Oh, Lord. Jason Wallet making moves?
Yeah, I'm trying to use the in cards, but I don't have the other thing.
Hi, Miatas. And Jettas.
Supposedly this cost goes up to 140, but I don't believe them anymore.
Oh, we got a West
I
incident.
mean, I've been just pulling along some V's.
Wes, we think you... Oh! Oh.
Oh, I
Is he gonna keep it straight? Is he gonna
I
keep it
stopped
straight?
racing this race a while ago.
Well, we need the entertainment. Nice job to save that, Wes. I need
There's
you to get
a
out
really
front.
good battle of Jettas and Miatas in front of me.
We were watching Wes spin. That was fun.
I didn't
He
spin.
saved it. He saved it. That was... it mattered.
I spent the entire practice practicing that.
For the first time in the race, actually, we have a Mazda up front. Oh no, because it's Rick. Rick's been up front. Whatever. Oh.
Yeah, you
I'm gonna work on our telemetry, man.
I don't think we're gonna get.
Yeah.
This battle in front of me is fun to watch while it's in sight.
I'm trying to respond to...
Alright. It's gonna be heartbreaking.
No one can hear Connor, and that makes it really difficult for me to respond to him.
I mean, second's better than fifth.
I don't win anything for second.
You still got like 20 or 22 points, don't you?
Pat on the back?
Oh, is there money for winners? I didn't read it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Might start sponsoring a racing team with my winnings.
There's 6 minutes.
6 minutes. 6 minutes. We're on. You heard it, folks. 6 minutes left in the race, and that means it is time for big blocks. What do we call them here? Bizzles. It's time for bizzles. Oh, there's one by a lap car. Colin Johnston.
Yeah.
Here's your Mazda class leader.
17. I don't know if he took enough fuel. I'm not sure how he was able to get so far up. Yeah, I'd be curious what his pit time was.
James, I'm gonna try and leapfrog you here.
Yeah, I took 7 gallons,
LBs.
which
All right, so we got significantly less fuel in that Mazda up front than we do in the Mazda running behind him. That's going to be fun to watch.
he's been drafting the whole time, though, so I don't know if he's going to save enough or not.
He's been stuck right behind that Jetta. That's what I would have done, too. Those things are punching a big hole through the air. You can see how tall and kind of weird looking they are. They're punching a big hole through the air. As you see Patrick Byrne taking advantage of that. Not helping out James Watson, but drafting. There you see your... Oh, wow, they are moving around out front. They are going for it.
Yeah, but maybe
See what we can do here. Looks like they're trying to bump draft there, and I don't think it's working up front. I really don't think they're doing a very good job of it, because those cars are swinging all over the place. Shouldn't have to worry about engine temps, so this swinging out and swinging back in is not...
Oh no! Yeah, I hit my Debbie.
Uh-oh. Alright, let's check a replay here. We got a wreck. Oh boy. Let's see. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, that is a hard hit. Spun him around.
Yeah.
Oh my.
I didn't
James,
make
I
it
don't care if you're
like not
clear
the
is-
other sub.
Out for the track. There's Colin Johnson up front. He's taking the lead now. Can he keep it? Is the real question. He's only got Cleary in front of him. Or coming up behind him. The gap, it's those two at the front. You can see them there. The bright green Jetta and the orange Jetta. Those two are your P1 and P2 of the race. They are using these Mazdas to try and get runs and get by each other. They are half a second apart here. You can see them side by side. The next car is Jason Wallet. He is 50 seconds back. Which, for reference, folks, is
A lot of car length.
3 right now. It's several car lengths. It's in fact
two-thirds of a
several
lap.
miles. It's about 2 miles.
It really is 2 miles.
They are 2 miles behind them. That's how big this track is, folks. You can be 2 miles behind somebody.
Or you're just half a mile in front.
For that, I don't know.
From a certain perspective, that is true.
I'm a half glass, like the glass
Yeah,
half full kind of
you're
guy.
concussed, so just shut up.
Your concussed brain isn't working properly.
And those 2 miles are very
We
long
got
here
2
because
minutes
we're
left
going
in,
so
in the
slow.
race, guys. 2 minutes left in the race. I expect to see some crazy stuff.
Can the Wattsman make up 16 seconds in 2 minutes? Oh, what? James.
Oh, folks. Oh, no. Oh,
You're gonna
no.
put me up. Oh no, I have to catch Nicholas. I
Oh,
want to get on the
no.
podium here.
There he
James,
is,
what
folks.
happened?
I didn't mean to put a broadcast curse on you there, James.
Dale Earnhardt is not going to win the 500. That thing is all the way... Ooh, James, do you have wheel damage? That thing looks messy. You can see that thing having a lot of issues going. That is James Watson probably out of the race. So sad.
White flag.
White flag is out.
Bye, James. Bye, James.
And it is 1 lap to go now for Rick Cleary and Cullen Johnston. See him right there on your screen. Cullen, half a car length in front of Rick. Let's see what they do here, folks. We got a big straight coming up here. The longest in the country on an oval. Can Rick make a move? Is it the longest?
I got a little trivia for you. It's actually the longest front straightaway in all of motorsports across the world.
They're on the back straightaway. Oh, there's contact between Rick and Cullen. Rick slid up the inside and made a little contact. He's trying to get a They are side by side. I think Cullen he's cleared them. If he can keep them on the inside, there are Mazdas everywhere. I don't think Rick can get a run. Cullen Johnson is out front. It looks like he's going to win the race if he can stay ahead of him. If they come down to the start-finish line.
James, I'll run you for one lap, just for the position.
Take him out, James.
And Cullen Johnson is your overall class leader, beats out Cleary, and there is a very lonely sight.
Jose made it on
That
fuel.
is your class leader for the Mazdas. All by himself, cruising on down.
Gary's coming out of 3.
Jose Godinho. Completely by himself. Here we go. Gary DeMoss, Solstice class leader. And he keep it straight down the front stretch.
And I didn't get out of my way from Jason.
There's a class win for Gary DeMoss. And there comes your Mazda
RJ,
leader,
are you still
Jose
racing?
Godinho. He's going to come across the line and win the Mazda division.
Oh my god.
Keeping the attenuator safe.
I hope I have enough gas to make it to the attenuator because I got 0.1 left.
Alrighty,
Oh no, I got one
around
lap. I'm good.
for one more glorious crash. Guys, please don't let me down here.
I'd like to think that it was Patrick's playlist that really helped me get this win.
Oh,
We do good stuff.
I'm stuck. Someone free me.
Chuck Berry on right now. Chuck Berry's freaking awesome.
That is driving music.
Listen to the Route 66, man.
I think I just scared a Skippy.
Listen to Black Sabbath.
No.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, and there you go. There's your attenuated party.
Somebody got
Hey,
schnitzeled.
hang on, I am coming to the attenuator.
Several cars upside down. Here comes Patrick Byrne.
Who do I hit? What do I aim for?
The Schnitzel mobile.
Upside down car.
Where?
Don't hit the attenuator. Upside down car. Here he comes.
I saw
Oh,
you.
he clipped it. And that was a little anticlimactic.
There was nobody there left.
Patrick's not a very good attenuator.
Alright.
Hey guys, my check engine lights on now. Should I do something?
Nah, you're fine. It's just there to make car dealerships money.
Oh, can one of y'all flip me over and maybe it'll go off?
How did I do this?
Alright, let's see if we can get the race results up here on the screen.
Oh, you gotta go a little faster than that.
Alrighty, Cullen Johnson is your overall winner of the race. Cleary came in just the tiniest bit behind him. And Jose Godinho, he's going to be your winner for the Mazda class. Gary DeMoss, you saw him there upside down on the front stretch, which is the largest front stretch of whatever he said in the whatever. And the Formula V winner is Thor Tulla. Alrighty, folks, that was a fun race. We got all those drivers out of here. They're going to go do some more driving. Who knows what they do in their free time. But we are going to talk to your overall winners and your class winners and see what they thought of the race here coming up. Alright, first we got Cullen Johnson, our overall winner. Welcome, Cullen. Congratulations on the win, man.
Hey, thank you. It was an interesting race.
Yeah, it looked like it. At the very end there, it was you and Rick and about 18 Mazdas. What was the strategy there? Were you trying to use those guys to get a run, or I mean, what were you trying to do there?
So about 10, 15 minutes left in the race, I started timing up how I could use those guys to get a run, and then I got in front of Rick and just kind of tried to hold the bottom. On the last lap, he almost had me there getting the bottom, but I managed to stay in the gas through the tunnel turn and then get the run off there. Truck cars the Jettas were pretty hard to hold down and keeping the gas through that tunnel turn.
Yeah, we saw a few times those Jettas starting to slide around and slide up the corners there. This was an easy flat throughout the race, but how hard was it to keep control of it in the draft?
It wasn't too hard. It was just a whole lot of like almost arrow push in the tunnel turn is mainly the biggest thing with the Jetta. Everywhere else.
Yeah. We saw that contact coming down to turn 3 there out of the tunnel turn. Did you just get a little loose for that arrow push? And it looked like you got some help from the Mazdas there that kept him from being able to make a run and sort of blocked his way a little bit.
Yeah, the Mazdas, I think their drafting a little bit helped me, and then they definitely got in his way.
Well, I mean, that's it. Listen, you got to get your help where you can.
Oh, absolutely.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Colin. That is your overall winner. Alrighty, we got our winner of the Solstice class, Gary DeMoss, here now. Gary, congratulations on your class win. This is your second win, right? And the TNT Special Events?
Yes, sir, it is. And thank you.
Congratulations. So what was obviously we saw the incident there with the Cedro and with Claiborne. You got left in your own there at the end, but during the race, the earlier portions, what was your strategy? We saw you trying to make moves there with the Cedro.
Oh yeah, with him I was more at the beginning. I was just trying to avoid the carnage that I knew was coming because this isn't my first special events race, and usually within half of the race somebody takes out half of your class.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
And this time the field got Tylered, and then it was just me and Isidro for a while, and he didn't get loose because you can't really get loose in these cars, but he just kind of touched the wall and went around. And I would have been like right next to him or behind him, but I had messed up turn 1 prior to that, so I was more behind him, so that worked out in my favor.
Well, that's a lucky turn of fate, isn't it?
Yes, it was very lucky, and especially when Tyler took out Wes and Patrick and that, I was like right behind them, but kind of got
Yeah, we
on the
saw
brake.
you sneak through that. Well, congratulations on the win and the quick hands and reflexes to get through all the wrecks, because that seems to be what won you the race here.
Yeah, it was only that.
Alrighty, thank you so much, Gary. That was Gary DeMoss, your winner in the Solstice class. We have your Mazda class winner here, Jose Godinho. Jose, congratulations on the class win. Tell me what happened there. You looked like you were alone at the very end, but how'd you get to that point? How'd you stay out front?
Yeah, I was able to save some fuel in the first part, so I stayed out a couple laps more. I stayed with the leading Jettas. So when I get back to the track after my pit stop, I was about a dozen seconds leading, and I just kept with one of the Jettas that finished fourth, I think, Jason. So I have done the remaining part of the race together with him. So we keep a good pace. So I kept the advantage I gained in the pit stop.
Well, we saw that you had a pretty quick pit stop compared to the other Mazdas. I assume no repairs. And did you sort of take less fuel to sort of know that you're going to be able to find a drafting partner and let off the gas a bit and coast when you needed to?
No, first of all, I stopped 2 laps later, so I didn't need as many fuel as them, and I expected to to be on track with someone, either a Jetta or a Mazda, that were at the same pace. So if I came back to the track with one of them, we could stay together and keep the normal speed and the normal consumption. So I just put enough fuel to get to the end, and in the end I had, I don't know, maybe half a liter or so. I saved a little bit in the last couple of laps because I was 20 seconds ahead.
Well,
So probably.
that is
Sorry?
very, very impressive fuel saving there and fuel strategy.
Yeah.
Usually don't see a lot of strategy out of here. So congratulations, Jose. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Congratulations on the win. Alrighty, folks, that was the Slow-cono Slow-cono race here. Your TNT Special Events at Pocono. Your overall winner is Colin Johnston, and that was an incredible hour and a half of racing. I enjoyed it a lot. I hope you guys did too, and I hope to see you guys here for the next one. Alrighty, thank you so much.